Morning, everyone. What the hell are we doing? Well, it's approximately 7:30, and if you guys remember a while back, we stacked a pile of bales out in one field. Those are the bales that were slated for sale, and we shipped 3 loads out of there, and it was a different trucker that was supposed to come and get the other 4, but he got busy with farming with his harvest, so he never showed up until now. So he gave me a call. We were chatting yesterday because of the rain. He was worried that he might not be able to get in and out of the field, but even with half an inch of rain, he could still get in and out of the field. So he's going to meet me at the field here in about, half hour. So we're going to head on up there and wait for him. Or here in Little Blue. So let's get on over there and I'll bring you guys back later. Alrighty guys, well, Brenner Transport is here. 2 trucks. So we'll get her done. Alrighty, well, there John is getting in the truck. His dad is gone already. Okay, he's not getting in the truck, but his dad is gone with 1 load, and they should be back about 2 o'clock ish. To get the rest of the bales, those ones. There's just over 2 more loads left out here, so we should have something like maybe 3 bales to go home once it's all done and said. And if you guys go back, a couple years ago in my videos, when we were hauling bales out, John and his dad were in my yard 2 years ago getting bales from me. And so yeah, he's got 3 or 4 trucks. So but good to see the bales leaving. Anyways, I'm gonna let him get out of here, and then I'm gonna head back home with the tractor, and we'll see what kind of trouble we could get into. Talk to y'all later. Well, here comes Mr. Trucker. Guess we'll get to our bale stack, and he's here they're on their way back for the 2nd load, so 2 loads each. Shouldn't take too long. Get these guys loaded up and these bales will be gone. Also, if you guys remember, there was, in this particular field, the alfalfa never caught very good, and there's a lot of weeds. There's areas where it looks really good, but when you get out farther out there where it's pale green, that's all weeds. So more than half the field is not very good at all. Well, this field is now mine on one condition, and the condition is I get it back into alfalfa grass mix ASAP, and we do it organically. So Yeah, we're renting this piece. So this fall we're going to be in here with the disc, and we're going to be disking a bunch of this up, and next spring we're going to be reseeding everything. That's the plan. Anywho, I got bales to load. I'll bring you guys back a little bit later. Alrighty, well, this truck is all loaded up. I don't think there's too much wrong with this load. Nice and solid. It's nice hauling bales when the bales are solid. It's when they're small and fluffy, even big bales that are soft core and fluffy are a bastard to haul. They're frayed out all over the place. And so I guess I gotta start loading truck number 2. Alrighty, let's get after her. There. Load number 2 is done. John is just strapping her down, tightening straps up. One little bale to go home with me. Old BP'er didn't do his calculations right, and I was actually 2 bales short on this load of 5.5 footers. So the very last 2 bales at the back of the trailer are like 4.5 to 5 feet. So they're basically roughly 500 pounds lighter, and I got them off-centered a little bit, some bitch. But anyway, I talked to my guy, my buyer, and I said I'm gonna send a couple of $50 bills back with John with the receipt for those last 2 bales, and he was happy with that. So there they are. She's a good load. That's the last of the bales to leave. And now we can work at greasing up the disc and coming in here on this piece of land and getting it ready for next year. Talk to y'all later. 1 bale for me to take home. There. One of these days I definitely got to get this tractor in and get the friggin' hydraulic pump fixed in this bastard. Anyways, I think John is doing some paperwork and filling a coffee cup. I'll let him go in front of me because I don't need him to be bothered with trying to pass old BP on the grid. We got to get this home, and then I got to get busy at cutting some 6x6 and 8x8 boards down. So we'll bring you guys back when we get home. Alrighty guys, well, we're out here in the old GMC. Woo, woo. And there's Kenny in his TX66 New Holland. He said there was about 50 acres left, but I don't think so. Mind you, that corner is fairly large down. Way down over there, there's quite a bit. But I'd say there's probably only about 30 acres. I baled this field. He had wheat out here a couple years ago, and he asked if I'd come in and bale it for him. And we split the bales 50-50. Worked good for him and it worked good for me, so I'm not complaining none, that's for sure. But anyway, I'll be out here for the rest of the afternoon giving Ken a hand. He could use a truck driver. No point in letting this guy run like this. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're truck driving. And I came straight out to the field, and apparently he had gotten started, and he had a full truckload, so he took that home, got it unloaded, and he basically just fired the combine up and got going here again. So she's a little up and down over in this neck of the woods. Little wavy hills up and down. Not monster hills, but small hills. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. We'll talk to y'all later. That old girl's just eating up that canolas. Guess I gotta close the window. I'm gonna get dusted. Beaver pile. Alrighty guys, so just a couple seconds ago I said, oh, you had to slow down for a beaver pile. So you see right there, that big pile. So when Ken was swathing, for whatever reason he had to stop, or it was lodged over, or whatever the case might have been, and it creates a big pile. So when you go to take that in, if he just jams it in, he runs the risk of plugging up the combine. So you slow right down and feed that pile in real slow. I'm not a combining expert by any means, and I don't claim to be, but I know with my machine, and just from watching Ken combine, this is generally what happens. So when you get to those big piles, you definitely want to slow down. In this situation with piles, slow and steady wins the race versus fast, plugged up, and having shut the machine down and pull everything out by hand. Mr. Hawk is over here. He got a mole or a mouse or something. There he goes. And here he comes onto another swath. I don't know how he cut this, but he obviously does, so. The whole idea here is he's gonna get all of these few little short strips, basically from right there, where it ducks out right there. These few swaths, what is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, roughly 5. Get these 5 or 6 swaths, get these all combined off. And then we'll be moving into that far corner over that way. Anywho, I'll let you guys go. We'll talk to y'all later. First load in for me. Black gold canola. I don't know what it's testing for them, but I think it's right around 10.1 or 10.2. So I know he said he's putting it in the aeration bins. The bottom part of the bin is dry, and he can run the air through it. Anyway, we'll get this unloaded, get back to the field, and wait for the next load. Talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, well, we haven't been having much fun for the past hour and a half, or maybe close to 2 hours. See that big pile? Yeah. Old Kenny, the one we blew a bearing on the one side. Pulley with bearing inside of it, I should say. And plugged up the whole goddamn combine. And had to crawl inside and dig all the shit out of it. But we're all fixed up now, so he's heading out with the combine, and I'll get rocking and rolling here with this truck. So now I don't know if we will finish. I don't know what time it is, but because I imagine she's going to get tough real fast on us. Then again, we might get lucky if the wind picks up. So I'll let you go. We'll find out how the day ends. Talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, well, looks like we've only got a couple passes left. I just got back to the field. I took another jag back into the yard, got her unloaded, and we should have this wrapped up here shortly. I know Kenny will be, put it in a different gear, BP. I know Kenny will be quite happy to have this done before we get any of this rain that they're calling for. The old TX66 is I've helped Ken out now for the last, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it's been. And he's got a 66, and I think he's got a 68 also. And then he's got a couple of rotary machines also. But he's only got one operator. And for how much was going on here today, there was no point in firing up a second combine and having old BP run it. So he just wanted somebody to run the truck back and forth to the yard. Keeps him in the field so we could get this done. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll bring you back when we're wrapping her up completely. Talk to you later. That's her. This field is done. Done like dinner. Actually, it's not. There is some stuff that's really friggin' green that he's gonna have to come back in a week, or maybe a little more than a week, and pick it up. Pending weather, of course. He's just kind of ripping around, picking up little tufts that he missed when he was turning the corners, I guess. I don't know. Anywho, give us the old thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Fun, fun, fun. Let's get her done. We'll catch you guys all later.